Oh, Caesar's actually just sent me an email about coronavirus. I must read.
We should read it on the show. Exhilarating content.
I mean, they're super honest. There's no issue more important to us than making sure we manage the situation as effectively as possible, so you continue to feel confident visiting us. At first I was like, this is bullshit, but then I got to the second part and I'm like, yeah, actually that sounds right.
The one thing we truly care about
is you visiting us. Howdy, it's Tuesday, March 10th, 2020, and this is episode 121 of Due for a Win, the Atlantic City and Casino Biz podcast. I'm Kyle Eskin, joined, as always, by Craig Stone. What's good, Craig?
3 days from Atlantic City is good.
It is.
2 days for you?
For me.
Yeah,
I will be there in like 36 hours.
I won't spoil the surprise about when I'll be there. We'll see what's actually happening. It'll be a surprise even for me.
I don't understand.
Oh, God. This week has been atrocious. Before we get to that, should we talk about 1921?
Sure. So, September 7th, 1921, the very first Miss America pageant was held. And then the next day, September 8th, Margaret Gorman, a 16-year-old, wins from Washington, D.C., actually, won the Atlantic City pageant's Golden Mermaid Trophy. And she was later, actually the next year, dubbed the first Miss America. So, how about that?
16's pretty young. So I'd say that that's a very different time, except that, you know, if you listen to 80s pop music, like every other song is about how, like, these rocker dudes are attracted to 16-year-olds and, like, maybe they shouldn't be, but maybe they should be. There are, like, 6 songs like that. Billy Idol has one. This one I linked you to. Benny Maradonis. Come on, man. You know the song.
She's just 16 years old. Leave her alone, they say.
I didn't, actually.
I can't believe you've never heard that song.
I started watching it, and I had never heard it, I don't think. Anyway.
The rumors that Miss America could be coming back.
Yeah.
I have no information on that, but...
No. This got a brief call out on the latest episode of Boardwalk Empire, which we'll talk about at the end.
That's true. But I think the rumors are just pure speculation that for the 100th anniversary in 2021, they would want to have it in Atlantic City.
They should probably, have the 100th anniversary. I mean, I think it's an idea that's kind of run its course, but I feel like just as a business proposition, doing number 100 probably has to make some sense.
And then just end it.
Yeah, shut it down. It's an idea that's a bit past its time, I think.
Give it to a 16-year-old and then just end it.
I mean... plenty of teenage beauty pageants. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. I act like this is some bizarre thing.
Yeah.
But there are like 6-year-old
still happens to this day.
So, yeah. Boy. My daughter can never see one of those pageants because she would 100% want to do it. Like, no, it's not what I want for you. This is the good content. So, we're going on a trip.
Yeah.
Are we going on a trip?
I'm going on a trip. I literally just this very moment booked my hotel room.
Where?
At Caesar's.
In a tower you've never stayed in?
That's right. In the Ocean Tower. Never stayed there.
Amazing. One of the few towers in Atlantic City that we have never stayed in.
I also had I could have booked Chelsea Tower or South Tower at Tropicana, neither of which I've ever stayed in either. So.
Yeah. I don't know, Ocean Tower. We stayed at Caesars a lot and somehow never been in Ocean Tower, so that's interesting.
I've stayed in Centurion Tower like at least 5 times, I'd say. But yeah, somehow never Ocean Tower.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
So both nights, Ocean Tower, comped, done. I was actually pretty surprised. I mean, I checked this morning and it seemed like the rates were going up for Friday night. And then I guess everybody got COVID-19 scared off and decided, no, I'm actually canceling my comped rooms. I'm sure that there's just been like a wave of cancellations of comped rooms.
I cannot imagine it's going to be very crowded.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying to you before the show that I have a room at Ocean and I never got the confirmation email, which happens when you book a room at Ocean. Like, they just don't send you a confirmation email, even though they say they will. And I did not get put on hold at all. Like, I hit 2 for reservations and somebody just picked up. And I was like, whoa, this has never happened in the history of Ocean.
Yeah.
Which I took as a bad sign. for Ocean's bookings for the next couple weeks, but we'll see.
Yeah.
The potential for a really, really bad March data-wise is there.
I mean, I think potential for, like, casinos to be shut down at some point is there, so...
I keep thinking throughout this week, like, we just need to get through 5 more days, 4 more days, 3 more days without some casino shutdown that keeps us from going to...
I don't think it's going to happen yet. I wouldn't be surprised in a few weeks, though, if it happened.
South Jersey's been surprisingly untouched by it. Cherry Hill has had a confirmed case, but it's really been centralized around me, Hudson County.
Yeah. If anyone is bringing it, it's going to be you. I mean, certainly New York City has more than its fair share.
Yeah, well, it's going to be the coronavirus greyhound all the way down from the Port Authority, directly from the head of Port Authority who has it, all the way down to Atlantic City. So if you see me, make sure to shake hands, and I'm not trying to,
French kiss,
sneeze into my elbow or anything. It's just going to be right onto the buffet trays, and we'll go from there.
Speaking of which, MGM has closed their Vegas buffets, but Borgata, their buffet, is not yet closed, even though I would think that there's probably more people going to Atlantic City that are likely infected than Vegas, but who knows? I guess it's probably about the same.
Well, there's a lot more.
There's probably a lot more international travel to Vegas.
Yeah, and it seems like the West Coast, like California, Washington, is heavily affected. So
is New York. So
yeah, but New York's very like whatever. It's fine. Get on the subway. Ignore that homeless person sneezing right into your face.
I'm actually surprised that there hasn't been like major mass transit shutdowns yet or whatever. I know that I work with a bunch of Romanians in Bucharest. Is just starting tomorrow. They're all going to be working from home because they're shutting down the subway or whatever. Or maybe they're not shutting it down. They're just recommending that nobody take it.
So it certainly seems like they should. Like New Rochelle is now some like hot zone, and they've basically said no one in or out. They have to have the National Guard bring food in. And it's like there's a train that goes directly through New Rochelle, stops in New Rochelle, commuter train into New York City. We all just have it in New York, I think, and just don't know yet.
Yeah, I mean that's me and my wife have been talking, and there's certainly the expectation that at least she has, and she works in kind of the public health sector, is that once they actually start widely testing, it's going to be way more people have it than what they think. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, are we fools for going to Atlantic City?
Well, I mean, I don't think I am, because I think I'm better off in Atlantic City than I am here.
Well, I mean, you're presumably not like just passing around perfect COVID-19 receptacles to every single person, like at your school, and then rubbing them the whole time like you are casino chips at the casino.
Yeah, and the slot machines just hanging out.
Right.
Should I be buying like food service gloves to use at the slot machines and on the chips?
I don't think so.
I'm interested to see if we see any of that. I think we're going to see a lot of people like
I bet we'll see some medical
slots.
masks. Yeah.
We'll see a lot of medical masks. I see those, all over the place. But
yeah, no, we don't see them at all in the burbs.
I'm really interested to see if people are like, bringing the Lysol wipes to the slot machine and that
I'm planning on trying to be mindful of trying to wash my hands a bit more often than usual. I will say that.
Yeah, I'm pretty vigilant about it in the first place, but I got to tell you, so far the main side effect of coronavirus for me is that my hands are extra dry from constant hand washing.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm of the opinion anyway that it's going to be a lot worse in a couple weeks. So
I feel like we're sort of getting in at the last minute, maybe before we would really
there's serious problems. I mean, we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised to see some casinos shut down at some point as it continues to get worse, because it's certainly going to get worse. They're not gonna magically stop the spread. So
we have currently 5 people in the group. What are the odds that all 5 of us actually make it to Atlantic City?
Well, I don't know about your situation. You were hinting at some stuff earlier, but I think there's one person who I'm pretty iffy about making it, but sounds like he's going. So I don't think anyone else really seems like they're going to not go.
Yeah, so I was very, very confident in my ability to go until today, because a bunch of colleges in New York City decided to close or go fully online. My job has essentially decided no waiting period. All these classes need to go fully online right now, if they possibly can. And that I am the contact person for that. So we were just completely swamped today. We'll probably be completely swamped tomorrow and Thursday. And so I have that I have the day off. And it's on the calendar for everyone to see. And I just didn't want to bring it up today and be like, hey, boss, remember I'm taking Friday off in the midst of all this? I'm like really looking for my moment here. But I think worst case scenario, assuming that, you know, there's not some disaster beyond this where like a casino closes or like they decide there's no more bus transportation in and out of New York City. The worst case would be I go to work until like 4 and then I get to AC at like 7:30 or something, which would be really annoying, but it would still
You could spend 12 hours in AC.
it would still get me to AC, and then I'd probably just stay in AC until like late Saturday night.
Nice.
Like, you
Give
know,
me Vinny Chen's then.
9 or something. I could. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming if he's doing well in the tournament that he's playing in, he will be there very late playing poker.
Oh, you could just meet him for dinner, though. He says that he loves just hanging out with people. And
Yeah, I heard on his latest episode that he doesn't care about any break. He loves to socialize.
Yep.
What else? You're booked. I'm booked. Everybody's booked.
Yep.
Do we have any plans? I mean, now you're at Caesars. All your gambling at Caesars, I'm assuming?
Every single second. I will not step foot out of that casino the entire trip.
So now that you're staying there, you got a 10 times multiplier at Caesars. You got $100 free play at Borgata.
$225, buddy.
For just Friday?
Yeah, $225 on Friday.
Wow. So you're going to make it to Borgata on Friday.
I will make it to Borgata. And I think I have over the weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I feel like it's either $225 or $250 at Ocean also. So
Oh, wow.
because I get either 75 or 100 every day.
So are you going to pull straight into Borgata, or do you want to try to do that like in the afternoon? I would go to Borg.
Yeah, if you want to go to Borg, I can wait for you to get here, assuming it's not at 8 p.m. or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we can see what my schedule is. I should know more tomorrow, hopefully, but... But what I was thinking was, Borg Friday, I've got mystery free play, but that's not really meaningful. It's like $20 minimum or something, so it'll be $20.
Yep.
But I haven't been to Borg, like you said, since December 2018, so I would be up for some Borg time, and then I'll probably do all my gambling on Friday night at Ocean, since I've got a room booked there. Paul actually has reservations at the Iron Room. I think that's news to you.
Sure.
So he made a reservation for 3, just sort of guessing on how many people would A, be going with us to Atlantic City, and B, be interested in the Iron Room. But that's a changeable reservation, so
Yeah.
What's your interest level in Iron Room?
I mean, if you're going to get in at like 4, and we're going to go to Borgata, like pretty much non-existent.
But if I'm going to get there at
Noon?
12:30,
Yeah, maybe. I could probably be talked into it.
Paul is like definitely going to Iron Room, and I think I would really like to go check it out. So at the very least, 2 of us will go, assuming that I'm actually in Atlantic City by then. You guys can go to the Piccadilly and get some wings, and we can meet up afterwards. I'm planning to play hours and hours of Heidi. I think that's my main plan. Heidi would never give me the coronavirus.
Sounds legit. I found out I was doing it wrong last time, like half the time. I was only putting, whatever, $5 a spin instead of the $6 a spin or whatever.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That gets you like the higher chance of red Heidis. Is that what the extra dollar gets you?
No, it gives you the chance of having full rows that are wild.
Ah, nice. I never pay that extra for like the bonus like that.
Foolish.
That's why I never win on the slots.
Scare money don't make money.
That's true. I hear also somehow they are rigged though.
Yes, indeed. A classic moment.
Davis pitched the 5 of us or whoever's willing going in, pooling money and playing some higher denomination slots. I would say high denomination, but really we're probably talking like, $5 a spin here. Or like $5 denomination, not like, anything crazy. Do you have any interest in that, or is that not something you want to do?
This is just... and the thing I've never understood about this or other, like, slot pools, like group slot pools, this is, like, the worst idea of, like, maximizing, like, the time waiting for hand pays and the amount of time you have to spend doing your taxes at the end of the year compared to, like, how much fun you could have. Like, that does literally nothing for me.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely understand it as, like, a group thing where it's, if it's a Vegas blog or vlog or podcast or whatever, and they want to get together, or like the Facebook, like EAC Facebook group, Everything AC Casinos Facebook group, that kind of get together, I think it makes some sense. It's like a big group. You figure out all the hand pay stuff in advance, and then you set the rules. And I think there are a couple ways it's usually done, where you play until you get a hand pay is one option. Or I think it's like you set a stop, like limit on wins and losses or whatever. But I feel like it makes sense for a big group like that. for a group like ours, where it's only a few of us, and we're not going to be playing really high limits, I'm not sure I really understand it. Because, like, we individually could just be playing these limits, but, like, fewer spins.
I mean, even slot golf, I think, would be better than that, and slot golf was a pretty underwhelming experience for me.
I think we could have tweaked the rules in slot golf where you have to play, like, higher denominations or, like, certain machines or whatever. But we'll see how I feel once I've been drinking. I may feel like, yeah, let's go play $5 denomination Wheel of Fortune and each put in $100 or whatever. But with the few people that you have, you're not getting a ton of spins.
Yeah, I don't know. No, it doesn't really do it for me. I'm not super interested, but if that's what the party decides they're going to do, we'll see if I tag along or not. I don't know. It's possible that I would come, but...
So one fun part about it would be playing, players card roulette and seeing who one person gets the points.
What we should do if we go to Iron Room is play credit card roulette. That would raise my interest in going to Iron Room tremendously, simply knowing that that's what we were going to do.
So, well, Ed mentioned for the 33 pool, they did like golf trip and dinner and the roulette spins for the leftover money in the 33 pool, which is something that they, I think, started last year in the pool. And so they played credit card roulette. I think it was them. I hope I'm not mistaken. Where it was actually reverse credit card roulette, where they pick somebody who doesn't have to pay and everybody else splits that person's bill. So like one person's not on the hook for all this massive group, but like one person gets out. I think that for a big group, that makes a lot of sense, right? Like for 16 people or something,
sure,
like no one person's going to want to pay that.
Yeah.
But for like,
with like
for five of us. Yeah. Although
no,
I don't really want to pay $500
It's just
for
hilarious if someone has to pay $800 or whatever it would be. Hilarious.
I don't think it's hilarious to the tune of a 20% chance that I would have to pay that.
Oh, come on, man. That's like, sounds like legitimately the most fun I could imagine having at dinner.
I think...
Like, I'm giddy thinking about it. Because everyone the whole time would get just like order like an asshole too. It'd be so good.
That is true. Like everybody would be banking on the 80% that it's not them, and it'd just be like foie gras.
Someone's just gonna be
with caviar on top. Why not? Yeah, it just like drunk as fuck because we're all ordering like insane cocktails.
I'm gonna say we have to do this, even if we go to like the McDonald's. We still have to do it.
Oh, it would be really funny to do credit card roulette at like Fatburger.
Yeah,
Fatburger. I think not there anymore, but.
Borgata hamburger.
The Tony Luke's or whatever.
Borgata
cheesesteak.
Look,
we mentioned, Borgata. It's called like Philly Steaks or something at the former Tony Luke's at Borgata.
Yes, I would be much more interested in going to dinner, though, if credit card roulette was going to be played.
I see.
Not reverse credit card roulette.
I'll gauge the interest in credit card roulette, but you know that I am the person who doesn't want to do it. This really, my risk aversion is much, much higher than whatever joy I would get out of like ordering like an asshole and hoping that somebody else gets stuck with the bill and laughing at them when they do. Unless, so if it was you, that would be amazing. But anybody else I would feel kind of bad for.
Really? You're just not a good person like I am, who would feel nothing but joy.
Anyways, any other thoughts about the trip?
No, it's going to be awesome. And hopefully we don't just... have to self-quarantine afterwards.
Yeah, it's weird because I feel like normally my trips are very planned out time-wise. Like when I'm getting there, I would already have a bus booked. When I'm leaving, I would know that. Paul, I think, is leaving mid-afternoon on Saturday, and he's offered to drive me to Philly to the train, which makes it a much easier trip for me. Like the train, it's only an hour and 15 minutes or something on the train, and then I'm actually closer to home once I get off the train. But, if I don't get to AC until 7 or 8 on Friday night, I'm going to be much, much more interested in staying and taking a 9 p.m. bus on Saturday than, leaving at 3 in the afternoon or 2 in the afternoon or something like that. So the advantage of leaving at 2 in the afternoon is then I'm home and can actually help get kids to bed.
Wait, what word did you? I don't think you know what the word advantage means.
Well, the advantage for somebody in that situation. Yeah, so I don't know what I'll end up doing, which sucks. There's much talk on Facebook and Twitter about our apparent Friday night meetup that we didn't know we were having. So what's the deal with the Friday night meetup, Kyle? I heard you were in charge of planning this. Oh,
yeah, that's a good idea. I think that if you look at us, I'm definitely the person who should be the social planner. Yeah, I don't know.
I think we're just going to tweet where we are and people can meet up with us. We do have one person who has ordered a shirt and he said he'll come find us.
Oh, the big news. Tonight, while I was waiting for like 2 hours for you to get on, took the box of t-shirts and put them into my car right now. There will be no forgetting them.
Oh my goodness. So any shirt, this is your notice. If you want a shirt, let us know. Bring
I will give you
your
a shirt.
$11 or $9. What is it? $9
$9.
for do we have mediums left or not?
There might be one.
Yeah, so we have $9 for medium, large, or extra large. $11 for, I think it's only 3XL now.
There might be one 2X.
The one 2X just got claimed.
Oh.
That's the person who asked for the shirt.
Yeah.
So
Do we have a 4X or
I think we might still have one 4X.
Yeah.
So we have a few shirts left. Once these shirts are sold, we can work on Shirts Volume 2 with a new design.
And judging how fast they're selling now, I can say it will probably only be a matter of days.
Yeah. Sometime around like episode 250, I think we'll have another shirt to sign out. So that's that, I think, for the trip. We'll tweet where we are.
You meant to say sometime around episode 250 we'll sell the next shirt and be down to only like 40 left.
There's only like 25 left. It's not that crazy.
I don't know. I haven't kept count, but the box still looks pretty full.
I have kept count. Yeah, we'll tweet where we are. There's no formal meetup, but we'll tweet where we are if you want to meet us. Friday night is probably the easiest time to do that. And most likely, speaking for myself and, I don't know, for my brother, who is the other podcast guy, according to Ocean.
Yes.
That's their official stance as a casino, is that Paul is the other podcast guy. We will at least be playing at Ocean. I expect our friend Dave will be playing at Ocean since he has room there, unless he sees or hears on this podcast that you're booked at Caesars and then flips his room to Caesars for his 10 times multiplier and his $10 of free play.
$10 free play.
You can't give up the $10 free play.
He can book both, one for him and one for Taylor.
Oh, that's
If I was
true.
a good friend, I would book Taylor his own room, but I think it's funnier for him to stay with Dave, so.
I don't think the value of your own room is like that high. I just need a bed.
Pretty high.
No, I just need a bed.
Pretty high.
That's all. I mean, I say that having my own king room and could easily just stay in my brother's second queen bed and cancel my king room and not have my name attached to a room, which I'm not doing. So clearly I value my comp room, my alone room somewhat. But anyways, anything else about the trip before we go? I hope nothing happens where I end up not going. I was sitting at work today with just like shit melting around me in the office. And I was just like, it's not going to happen. Like, I don't see how this is going to work. And then I remembered like, oh no, I could actually still go. Even if I go to work on Friday, I could still make it to Atlantic City. And so that make me feel better. But that would really suck. Like the whole day I'd be just so miserable. And I'm going to be miserable anyway because the work's going to suck. And so if I have to also be like sitting there waiting for my chance to go to AC, I'm going to be very, very bitter about everything that's happening. Anyways, we talked about the buffets. Borgata not affected, as we said. I'm sure 2 years from now, people will still be asking if the Borgata buffet is open or not because of coronavirus, because that's sort of the way AC News and Information goes. Any other thoughts on the buffets?
Nope.
Probably a smart move to close the buffets, I think.
Yeah, I think it makes some sense.
The best comment I saw on Twitter was that casinos are just land-based cruise ships.
It seems about right, actually.
Yeah, seems absolutely true. What else? Any other news? Not much news this week. Luke Bryan concert.
Yeah, so there's a Luke Bryan beach concert announced for August 22nd. You claim it's a huge draw. I wouldn't know. So.
Huge country act if you're into the country music. So I expect that will be extremely, extremely full. Saturday, August 22nd. So another Saturday concert. Mark Gianantonio from Resorts is going to be like, what the hell are you doing? This is not what I said to do. But yeah, I mean, it'll be very full, I think. He's a very big draw, and I think the demographic is dead on, like very beachy, young crowd, and it will do very well. Another thing, the Everything AC Casino's 4th anniversary got announced for a little earlier in August. I believe that's August 8th. So you need to be a member of the Everything AC Casinos group. Most of you, I'm sure, are. So look for that there. It's like one of their events listed. I'm sure it will be at the top of the group and mentioned many times. So if you're interested in that, it is August 8th. I'm going to try to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. An August trip for you, assuming that we're all still alive.
Yeah, so it seems highly likely that would be a very short trip for me, like get there Friday night and then come back Saturday night on the bus, just because of the cheapness of the rooms, or expensiveness of the rooms in August.
Yeah.
But I expect it's going to be a huge, huge group. Like, they get a lot of people at their meetups. So I would think
Yeah, man.
many, many people. So looking forward to that. Really, really hoping I can make that work. I expect to see you there, Kyle. I know that you love large gatherings.
I do. You know that there's nothing I love more than large gatherings and socializing.
And full Saturdays in Atlantic City. That's what you
and
always
group
do.
slot pools.
Yeah. That's totally optional. Yeah, when was the last time you had a full Saturday in Atlantic City? Didn't you just recently do
My
a 2-night
bachelor
trip?
party.
Oh, your 2-night trip was Thursday to Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 years ago. By the way, I saw that in my, recent pictures part of the Photos app. Which, do you have an Android phone? Are you familiar with the Photos app?
No, I have an iPhone, but I used to have an Android phone.
So anyway, it's kind of like Instagram where they have stuff at the top. But 3 years ago, there was a picture of Atlantic City. And 2 years ago, there was a picture of Atlantic City. And I was like, yeah. So apparently this time of year, right now, we go to Atlantic City a lot.
That makes sense. Like spring, sort of, cheap, last chance for cheap rooms.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice if it was 70 whatever degrees like it was the other day. Although it wasn't that warm in Atlantic City.
It's supposed to be warm, I think, on Friday. I think it's supposed to be nice.
Rainy, though. Rainy, they say. Yeah.
Mm. So, that just to clarify before you continue, yes, 2 years ago I was there. I was Friday through Sunday. I was in Atlantic City. That's when I came up and I visited you when your son was like 2 weeks old.
Friday through Sunday.
I
Man,
picked up my friend from Hoboken.
Stevens Institute of Technology.
Indeed. Sit.
Yeah, so the sit.
The sit in the mitt.
Should we even talk about this Don Guardian thing?
So yeah, apparently, according to our friends at Route 40, Don Guardian is featured in a mailer that is for changing government to the what's his name? I want to say Don McGahn, but it's definitely not Don McGahn. What's the union head's name?
I can't believe I don't have this off the top of my head.
I know. It's Don something.
Bob McDevitt.
I was way off. Bob McDevitt. But anyway, he's endorsing the change that Bob McDevitt's promoting. I don't know. I'm not hugely surprised. I mean, I think Don Guardian was... He's someone, I think he understands that the reason he got elected is because he had the support of the Callaway political machine, and then he lost an election because he did not have the support of it, and I mean, it's not totally surprising to me. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I'll say is the mailer has a Fix AC logo, and I'm sitting here annoyed that they've infringed upon our copyright infringement. It's like, hey, we had the idea to steer that first. After the Drink AC mugs. Lots of people are reusing the something AC logo in a circle. Mm-hmm. But anyways, I don't have too much else to say about it. I'll link to an article from David Dances in the Press of AC that goes into much more detail. But I remember when right before he lost the election to be reelected, he came out saying, like, basically election fraud's going to happen and there needs to be an investigation. And it seemed kind of out of nowhere and very out of character for him. But I think it also, as we learned more about it and looked more into the history of Atlantic City elections, it was kind of like, oh no, he's saying this because he knows about this. And
right, it's true. And like I said, I mean, to be very clear, when he won the election, it was with the support of Craig Callaway. So
yeah,
it's not like he won his election in a, totally clean and fair contest. So
yes, everybody's very quiet about Craig Callaway when he's helping them.
Right.
And suddenly it's like, oh, look at what this guy's doing when they're going against him. But that's the update on that. And I think that's it for the news.
Yeah. So if you want to reach out to us or any of our other listeners, you can do so at facebook.com/group/doforawin. Find all of our great content and buy a shirt at doforawin.com, or you send a message to Craig on Twitter at doforawin, or an email to doforawin@gmail.com, because we will have shirts. I will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Would love to give you a shirt in exchange for some American dollars. And you can find our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, but not YouTube. So, you want to talk about Boardwalk Empire, Episode 2?
Let's do it. I have many thoughts. Lots of thoughts.
You have some thoughts? Go ahead. I want to hear your takes.
Well, do you want to run down the plot? What happened in this episode?
So all I have is So the feds are really starting to suspect Nucky Thompson. That's right this time, right? Yeah, yes. I'm totally confused about what his real name is now and what his show name is. But yes, Nucky Thompson of the show. And this episode, I think for me, was a lot about really it's about Nucky. And if the last episode I said was kind of about Nucky's soft side a bit, this is more about how like Nucky can really like knuckle down, and he showed off his tough side, both with Rothstein, who he basically threatened and refused to pay, and also with Jimmy. And with Jimmy, it was the ultimate baller move of forcing him to pay him so he could just piss it away at the tables in front of him.
Yeah, what an absolute boss move! Be like, you owe me $3,000, give it to me. And you're like, I didn't even need this. Put it on head. Doesn't matter.
And also, it shows what I suspect will be an ongoing thing of Al Capone not really being the most helpful person to work with.
Seems like a very angry man,
yes.
Al Capone.
Doesn't seem like the most mentally stable of people.
Yeah, so it seemed like a lot of sort of setting the stage. There was sort of the extra plot about the dude who was trying to get in the pants of some 20-year-old Baltimore girl. And so there's sort of like a lot of character building around like Nucky and Jimmy, and they introduced Jimmy's mom, and you initially think like, oh no, Jimmy's cheating on his wife, but
yeah, that was pretty strange, I have to say.
Like why is Jimmy's mom like a hot showgirl? Like that seems kind of weird. There's the Commodore who is kind of a douche and a big old racist and sexist.
For me, the real, the scene of episode 1 was Nucky in front of the Temperance League, and the scene of episode 2 for me was Nucky and the Commodore, when the Commodore kind of got up on his high horse and, ranted against women's suffrage in like a really disgusting way, more or less. But, and Nucky's just like, look, man, a vote's a vote. And, it shows him as someone who's like, he doesn't have the room or the space to really be dogmatic about things. He has to be pragmatic, and you see it in the last scene or towards the end of the episode, where he tells what's her name, the German immigrant with no husband anymore, if she really wants to help him, she needs to vote Republican.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like little stuff like that. I think I really like that stuff about the show. A couple like funny little Atlantic City related notes. The Ritz is actually the Marlboro Blenheim design, which I thought was really funny. I don't know if you noticed that, but there's a point where I can't remember if he's coming out or going into the Ritz, and it's like, wait a minute, that's actually the architecture of the Marlboro Blenheim, complete with right behind it the Dennis Tower, the Dennis Hotel, which is now the Dennis Tower Ballet.
Still standing.
There's a knife and fork reference, which I thought was good.
That's right.
There was just a lot of boardwalk action with the dude trying to get in the Baltimore girl's pants. So
and the knife and fork, yeah. And like I said, a shout out to what we talked about, the first Miss America pageant. Nucky says he's thinking of putting it together.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So that was good. I mean, we learned that the FBI agent is kind of this weird creeper dude.
He's very strange.
Very strange man. Like super by the book for the most part, and it like sends his wife this letter that's like, I think about you all the time. I miss you. Make sure you run the water because the pipes will crack, which is like very like, this dude is just completely by the book. And then it turns out he's like taken the German lady's like ribbon and is then like holding it and smelling it all creepily, because he's probably actually like a serial killer or something. So that's that was a little bit bizarre way for that to go. Like, shows that he's not just this one-dimensional character, which was interesting. The one thing that I made a note of was that we apparently learned that Jimmy has brought the concept of the blowjob with him back from France. And that seems really historically important. That really stuck out in my mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the kid wakes up and ruins it, which,
Hey, everyone's familiar with that. I mean, better that than an undead dude at the end or whatever.
Oh, yeah, man, I forgot about that. Yeah, the
not undead, just barely alive.
He did look very zombie-like.
Like, by the way, like, how long was it between that shooting and, like, when that happened? Because it seems like it'd been quite a while.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
like,
bizarre.
I don't want to say that dude wouldn't be alive, but I don't know if that dude would still be alive.
Yeah.
It's been multiple days.
Out in the woods, out in the Pine Barrens.
Of Hamilton.
That's actually the Pine Barrens. The blueberry capital of New Jersey, as we learned in the show. But yeah, I mean, I'm like excited to watch the third episode. I'm like much more invested in the show, I feel like, than the first time I attempted to watch it. So
It's good. It's one of those things that yesterday before I watched it, I was not excited at all about having to do my homework, but I enjoyed it during the show. So
yeah, I felt sort of the same way. Like I did it after I did a workout. I didn't start the episode till like 11:30, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll slog through this. And it's like, no, this is a really good show. So I hope that since we're forcing ourselves to do this every 2 weeks, you'd think that with 2 weeks we could find some time to watch this show and it not feel like a chore. But I think this sort of goes back to why we don't have Patreons and sponsors. Yeah. This is how little it takes to make us feel obligated.
Right.
But even
I
this, we're like, oh god, fine.
Most confusing scene of episode 2, Jimmy and his mom.
It's super bizarre. Like everything about it. I'm still like, would your mom greet you that way?
Yeah, that's it. The more you think about it, the less sense it makes. But we'll see.
Yeah, and then he has to steal from his mom to pay back Nucky, and then Nucky's just like, light this money on fire. It was great. Nucky, total boss.
Al Capone not coming through for Jimmy.
Yeah, no, not really. They mentioned Frank Hague from Jersey City, which I thought was funny. Jersey City reference. There's a book about Frank Hague versus whoever, Farley, Hap Farley.
Oh, yeah.
And their sort of rivalry, North Jersey versus South Jersey. I haven't read it, but it's there. That's what you need to know. You can go find it on Amazon.
The Farley rest stop, just like 20 miles outside of Atlantic City. The rest stop I stop at the least on the trip.
The marina is the Farley Marina.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big part of Atlantic City history. Speaking of Atlantic City history, this episode, what do you want to... Are we done?
I think we're done. So
we will see you in Atlantic City in 2 or 3 days or 3.5 days. Or, oh God, I hope I get to go to Atlantic City.
Not going.
Yeah, August 8th. I'm going to drink some more of this delicious Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo
Trace.
How much more would you buy if that was just one of their commercials?
Oh man, it would be the only bourbon I buy.